Try a little kindness. Just try a little kindness. Try a little kindness. You gotta try. 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 You gotta try.
You caught me playing on my phone. That's because we already did this opening once, and I got lost in the haze. Welcome to Grandma's Attic Music Review. Oh my goodness, I just did this big long introduction in my last introduction. I can't do that again, I'm not that smart. So today we have Terri Lachance in the house. Do you know that without her, we're coming up on 15 years of this program. And when COVID happened, there was no music going on out there live. You know that. You know that, right? We were all stuck in our houses, or at least some of us were. Some of us had to go out to work. But Terri Lachance was meeting up with all these musicians, and she kept sending them to me for this show. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have had a show. But she's here now. She's taken the first song that I ever heard her. Well, it wasn't the first song I ever heard her do, but it was the first song that blew me out of my chair. It's an amazing song. It means so much. It meant so much when I first heard it 8 years ago. Now she's coming out with her 10th, in 8 years, 10th album. What the hell? Woohoo!
Yep.
It's phenomenal. She is a prolific singer-songwriter. She's writing 200 songs a week or something, I don't know. But she's here. She's gonna share with us, and as soon as our interview is done, you're gonna hear the new remake of One Person Can Change the World, and I think it's gonna blow your mind. It even has a didgeridoo in it. Do you know what a didgeridoo is? Google it. Go Google didgeridoo and then come back and watch Terri. Thank you for watching Grandma's Attic for 15 years. We love you guys. Thank you for supporting us. Here's Terri.
Thank you so much, Dot, for having me. All right, so these are all songs from the upcoming CD that is in production called Overflow. And so this is the first one. It's called If Women Were in Charge. People say times of frustration, if women were in charge. But this I know, world would be a better place. There would be no war, Compromise, consensus would succeed. A middle ground, find the common thread, would be all that we would need. Women wouldn't exclude men, there's room for all. Also giving voice to ones, need some confidence. No winners or losers, no winners or losers. No inherent good or bad, just solving problems. With the issues that we have, there would be a focus on social service. Heal the mind, body, and soul. not afraid to talk of feelings. Drugs a last resort to make us whole. Women wouldn't exclude men, there's room for all. Also giving voice to ones who need some confidence. Bigger isn't better, bigger isn't better. No threats to show our power, just quiet focus and determination. So we can all grow. Collaboration instead of competition. Many can reach the top. They can take the hands of others and share the light spot. Women wouldn't exclude men, there's room for all. Also giving voice to ones who need some confidence. No winners or losers, no winners or losers. No inherent good or bad, just solving problems, just solving problems with the issues that we have. So once again, that song is called If Women Were in Charge. And it has a super, super great chorus of women that came to the studio to sing parts of that song with me in Steve Rogers' studio, Tiny Bunker Studio. And I'm so looking forward to that song being out there. I will not name all of those women because I will leave one out, I'm sure. But they were fantastic, and they are all well known, and they all have music careers of their own, and they were willing to come to the studio and help me out, which was so awesome. So yeah, it will be coming out soon. It's in production. This song is called Take Back Your Power. And the reason that I wrote it is because I think we forget how powerful we are. And in this chorus, it talks about a bully. And the definition of a bully is a person who can intimidate or harm people because they're vulnerable. And so I wanted us not to be vulnerable and not to be intimidated. So I put it, in the song about just kind of getting rid of bullies. But it also is about when I was a teacher, very, very young teacher, the first time I was put on the playground with all of the students. The teachers were like, okay, Terry, go out there and supervise the children on the playground. And all I kept thinking was, it's just me, like one teacher and hundreds of students. I'm like, what happens if they all think like, I don't want to be here and I'm just going to leave? And I kept thinking, they'll all have a collective thought and they'll all jump the fence and I won't even know like where they are or how they are or who they are. They'll all just go home. And so I'm like sitting out there with my heart, beating in my chest thinking, oh my God, I'm in charge of like so many kids all at once. And then I rang the bell and they literally all lined up and came inside. Like they didn't even think to do that. It wasn't in their wheelhouse to do. So it reminded me that if we have a collective thought, we can be more powerful. So this is all wrapped up in that song. If you watch nature, the answer awaits. Little birds peck their enemies and take their power back. It works in nature. It could work for us too. We need to group together, know our power too. Person cannot intimidate or harm another who's not vulnerable and chooses to be strong. It brings back a memory supervising children on a playground long ago. The fear they would all jump the fence to together and just go home. It's me and 100 students out there all alone. I rang the bell, they all lined up. I led them back inside. They didn't know their power. They didn't know their size. They didn't know they could take over for a while. Take your power back. Group can move a mountain, never forget that. Take your power back. Group can move a mountain, never forget that. There you go. Thank you. All right. So, Dot and I were talking this morning, and I told her about a song that I wrote, and it's based on something I watched as a video. And what it was basically is that you see something happen before you, and you don't know what happened 20 minutes before that thing happened. And I think more of us really need to think about that. You're reacting to something that you see, but you don't know what happened before you see that something. And in this particular instance, it was a series of videos of people witnessing something and having a reaction. For example, in this particular one, there was a child having a tantrum in a bakery, and these older women were like, oh, that mother, she can't control her children, her child, he's obviously spoiled. And so then it goes back and it shows what happens, quote, 20 minutes before. And the 20 minutes before was this person, this woman standing in an agency, a foster agency, and basically saying like, oh, can you take this child? Like he's been, a lot of trouble for a lot of people, and, nobody's really, done anything really good with him, and he needs a lot of trust. And she said, no, I'm going to take this child. And then she, leaned down to him and said, we're going to go to the bakery before we go home, and you can pick something else to, out to eat. And so when they get to the bakery, what they watch is a child having a tantrum. But what they don't know is the 20 minutes before. And then it made me realize, like, we literally need to give grace to so many things that we see out in the world. So I wrote this song called 20 Minutes Before. 20 minutes before you see a situation, you don't know what came before. You see something play out before you without a history of what's in store. Don't judge what you don't know. Give everyone some grace. And would you be any different walking in their place? Don't judge what you don't know. Give everyone some grace. Would you be any different walking in their place? You see a child tantrum in a public spot. It's easy to pass judgment. The child's spoiled, the parent's caught. Don't judge what you don't know. Give everyone some grace. Would you be any different walking in their place? Don't judge what you don't know. Give everyone some grace. And would you be any different walking in their place? What if that child had a horrid life? A foster mom building trust and love for the first time. Don't judge what you don't know. Give everyone some grace. And would you be any different walking in their place? Don't judge what you don't know. Give everyone some grace. And would you be any different walking in their place? We don't know anyone's story till you walk in their shoes. Give everyone some kindness. Try to take away their blues. Don't judge what you don't know. Give everyone some grace. And would you be any different walking in their place? Don't judge what you don't know. Give everyone some grace. And would you be any different walking in their place? And would you be any different walking in their place? Thank you. All right. So moving along here. Got a lot to say. Because, all right. So this one also is coming out on this new CD. I feel like it's been out forever because there's a video of it on YouTube about Harriet Tubman. And I am a big fan of Harriet Tubman because I went to the Harriet Tubman Museum in Cape May, New Jersey, like I want to say now 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And when I went in there, the first fact that I learned about Harriet Tubman was she was 4'11". And I went, oh my gosh, I assumed she was so much taller than that. You know, she's actually my height. So I am 4'11", and Harriet Tubman was 4'11", and I just thought she was mighty. Like maybe I can channel some of Harriet Tubman through myself. Anyway, so what I also got were facts, you know, basically about Harriet Tubman. Even though I knew who she was, I didn't know the specifics, you know, that she made a lot of trips. You know, she made 13 trips. And she saved 70 people. And every time she left and came back, like nobody got lost, nobody got caught. She got everybody to safety. And then it made me think, you know, nobody was there to save her. She saved herself. So this is a song about Harriet Tubman. 4'11", but stronger in spirit than most. First trip took her to her freedom home. "13 more to get 70 family and friends. Moses was her nickname. Parted ignorance and greed. Walking miles to freedom, walking tired, walking long. And freedom's not a place, but a state of mind. No turning back, trips with not one person lost. Calming grown men to carry on. On the other side of struggle is strength. She knew no one was coming to save the day. She had to save herself. Walking miles to freedom, walking tired, walking long. Freedom's not a place, but a state of mind. What can we learn from this history? Persevere forward toward equality. Group together, take the steps for the cause. Go for action, not just words. Walking miles to freedom, walking tired, walking long. Freedom's not a place, but a state of mind. Walking miles to freedom, walking tired, walking long. Freedom's not a place, but a state of mind. And freedom's not a place, but a state of mind. So that is about Harriet Tubman. That also, once again, has a huge chorus of both men and women. We're all singing and playing, and we had a bunch of people come in for that one as well. So I'm excited about that. Next song is another one dear to my heart. A guy, Tom Poland, did a podcast with me. He does this thing called Cross America. He does 5 different people in every state every year, and he does a podcast with them. So he goes, from Alaska, and then he goes to, Connecticut, and then he goes to all the different states. And what he does is, interviews them and, finds out about them and, does the normal thing that people do. And when we were talking, he said, I said, I just can't believe that people don't vote. Like, they don't think their vote counts. Their vote is not important. And he said, there's lots of times in history that one vote absolutely counted. He goes, did you know, that the turkey was almost the American emblem? He said, Benjamin Franklin wanted that, and I had known that already. And he said, one vote, just one vote made the eagle, our national emblem. And he goes, and there's lots of places in nature, and in history that's happened. So I said, so I thought, I'm going to write a song about it. I just have to do some research. So I did my research, and this is what I came up with. And these are all true ways that one vote counted. So go out there, people, and vote. America almost had the turkey as our country's symbol. Benjamin Franklin wanted it so. The eagle won by just one vote. True again. One vote put Hitler in power. On balance scale and horror show. Look it up and we will know. One vote is important. Yours could be the one to change the course of history. Don't just let yours go. Thomas Jefferson won by just one vote against Aaron Burr. Man of vision and invention, would still be obscure. One vote is important. Yours could be the one to change the course of history. Don't just let yours go. One vote, let women vote. One vote counts. One vote can change history. Don't just let yours go. One vote made English the language of our land. We almost all spoke German. It was in one person's hand. You think you have no power. Yours is just a single one. One vote's a wave of energy. That is your superpower. And one vote is important. And yours could be the one to change the course of history. Don't just let yours go. Don't just let yours go. So it's one vote does count. All right. On a lighter note, so this song I wrote actually when I was in Australia, because I believed that you're like forward and backward in time at the same time. So when people text you and you are in Australia and people are texting you from home, I'm like, okay, what time is it there? They're like, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning here. And it would be the day before. So they would be there on Friday, it would be Saturday. So it would be like, it's so crazy, right? So you'd be like, oh God, I'm like forward and backward in time at the exact same moment. And so all crazy stuff. So this song talked about all of those parts, the fact that, you're forward and backward in time, that if you do put, the drain, and let things swirl around the drain, it literally does go counterclockwise. I was there in the winter. Instead of the summer. I was our summer, but it's their winter. So completely like backwards in time, and seasons and everything else. And then to throw everything into the mix, they go with the English system of driving. So they're on what we consider the wrong side of the road. So in the morning, first of all, I never got used to the time. I would be up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, like raring to go. And so I'd get up and I'd go jogging in the morning. And I think, thank goodness there's no cars on the road, because I'd be looking the wrong way for them to be coming. And then, and the season, like I said, it was chilly, it was a little bit windy and cold. It rained. It was sunny in the afternoon sometimes, like 70 or 75 degrees. But in the morning, it was windy and cold. And I'm like, people were like, oh, it's 95 degrees, at your house. And I'm like, it's 70 here, but it's raining, So there were all kinds of crazy things that were going on. So I did this in the studio once again at a Tiny Bunker Studio with Steve Rogers. And I had Leanne Lovelace come in and do this song with me. So I'm all excited that it will come out as well. So it's called Shape Shifting Time. And I used to tell my son Ethan, you could make $1 million if you could figure out how to teleport, because we need it so badly. So, and he, obviously never came up with that as an invention. But I do believe that we all do need it, so... I've always wanted to teleport, be everywhere at once. Now I'm shape-shifting time, going backward and forward in days and nights, defying elements of equation. Night and days reversed, water swirling counterclockwise down the drain, cold mornings, warm afternoons, then rain. Look both ways, then look again. Train your body to register the other way. Safety from the cars, the buses, and the bikes. I've always had adventure in my brain. Others tethered to routine. and self-imposed philosophy. Short time, break the mold, the box that holds you from who you want to be. I've always wanted to teleport, be everywhere at once. And now I'm shifting time, going backward and forward in days and nights. So that is called shape-shifting time. And I will say, those of you that are, world travelers, like me, you leave Australia. I left at 6:30 in the morning on like Saturday, let's say, and I traveled like 48 hours backwards in time and arrived at 6:30 on Saturday, again, when I arrived. So it's like I traveled backwards 2 days and ended up back at the same time I started, when you arrive. It's like crazy. And you just think, yeah, I just did that. And when you get there, it's the same thing. You like start on a certain day, but you go 2 days ahead. And you're like, oh, I lost a day. But you get it back when you come back. So there you go.
So you want to do one more song and then come talk to me for a few minutes?
Sure. All right. So what I'm going to do is not a song that's on this CD, but it is a good one. And it's off my last CD. And I do believe in it. And it's called Kindness is Free. Because it is. Literally, you think that, everything costs something. But no, kindness is not. It doesn't cost anything. And this has some truth to it as well. Eggs are $8.54. Rent is $12.75. And health care is $700. But kindness is free. It always was and always will be. Should be easy to foster. Should be ready at a moment's notice. Should be sitting in your pocket. To spring into action. It is always needed in every situation. Domino effect. Positive exchange, the beating of a wing that moves a mountain. Let's be kind to one another. Move it on to last forever. You'll see what a kind world it will be. To be. Kindness is a superpower. Eric said it, and I believe it. Kindness is what's needed. And it's free. Eggs are $8.54. Rent is $12.75. Healthcare is $700. But kindness is free. always was and always will be. Right? Eric Rabaska.
All right, so Terry's going to come over and talk to me. So we cultivate kindness. And the song that opens and closes our show, Try a Little Kindness, is actually written by Eric Rabaska for me for World Kindness Day, which is every year. It's always November 13th. So, yeah, there'll be stuff going on. I'll let you know about it then. But let's talk to Terry. Okay? Hi.
Hello. How are
Boy,
you?
it feels like I just saw you a few minutes ago.
Because, life is fast. Just
But kindness is free.
Kindness is free.
And it's a superpower.
It is a superpower because Eric Rabaska said so.
Well,
I have Eric and then in parentheses Rabaska, but I never say it in the song. But I did ask Eric, I go, I'm putting your name in the song. Is that all right? And he goes, yeah, Terry.
of course.
Yeah.
Of course. We
Yeah.
just talked to Eric a few minutes ago on real life.
Yeah.
Like not 2 days later.
Exactly.
Whatever.
I know. It's
Right?
crazy.
So you have so much. I've never seen anybody carry as many date books as you do.
No, I only carry one.
It doesn't look like that.
I know, it's a lot in this one, but yeah, it's only one. One calendar.
don't lose-
No, that's
I had-
why I have a website, because I can put all the dates on there too.
Oh my goodness. What's your website? Tell the people your
My
website.
website is Terri, Terri, Lachance, Lachance, all one word, .com.
.com.
TerriLachance.com.
And you can see every single gig she has. She has a gig every single day. Every single day. Every day. And if she doesn't have a gig, you know what she does? She comes and visits me in New London. We go out and have breakfast.
There you go.
At DJ's campus.
Awesome.
Yum.
That was a good breakfast, actually.
Oh, it's the best eggs Benedict in the world.
It was lovely.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, very much
It was
lovely.
so good. I love that. DJ's. Down on Hodges Square in New London, if you ever wanted to get over there and have something yummy. They close at noon. Anyway, sit there. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to the mice in the window.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. So you don't just go out and play songs like what you did here. You also run open mics. What are some of the open mics that you run?
Well, I run the Buttonwood open mic the first and third Monday of the month.
Okay.
But it happens every Monday, so we have rotating hosts, but I just happen to do the first and third Monday. I do Nightingales second Friday of the month.
Nightingales is down on Main
Old
Street.
Lyme.
In Old Lyme.
I run Bart's open mic on Wednesday, the second Wednesday of the month. And hopefully we will have the Brookside Farm open mic more often than not. Hopefully it will come on the calendar.
Yep.
But we're doing a trial run of, one of them today.
Nice, nice.
Like, it's already happened, but yeah. Because when this airs,
Doesn't it?
it is today.
It happens today.
It happens today.
So this is going to be up on YouTube today.
Oh, there you go. So then,
So it will be going on when you're seeing this.
there you go.
So that's a cool thing.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
So you are probably one of the most prolific songwriters I've ever met. I've never seen anybody put out as many songs as you do. What gives you that drive? And do you think your muse is the power behind that drive?
I think so. My original premise of putting CDs out was to chronicle all the songs I've ever written. So I literally went back to my past, and I've been writing songs since I was 12.
Okay.
So I wrote a lot of songs, and then I didn't put them anywhere. They're in notebooks, or I performed them or whatever. And so what I figured was, when I started making CDs, I'm like, oh, I can get a really good version of every song that I've written. So a lot of my CDs are going back to the past, but also things that I've done presently. And I tried to think like, oh, I think I've caught up to my past, and now I'm only moving forward. No, because when I was younger, I sent a notebook to myself through the mail to, quote, copyright it. It's like a poor man's copyright.
Yep.
And I opened that envelope, and there were songs that are nowhere. So I was like, oh, I still have a bunch of songs that never really got anywhere. And so
Are you
I'm
working
going to
on
record
them?
them. Yes.
Oh my goodness!
So I'm starting a new CD. I have new songs, songs that I've that I presently wrote and that I want to put out. And
When I was a little girl.
Yeah.
I could just see that being in
well,
it.
what I learned is, and once again, this is a thought for me, is that who you are is, from where you came from, basically. And I have a protest song that I wrote when I was in my college years, maybe sophomore in college, and it's like my first protest song. And I thought, oh my God, I was writing protest songs like all my life, basically.
Yep.
And so I'm going to record that first song, definitely. And there's another song in there about politicians and whatnot. But I'm, just the idea of people not imposing themselves on others, basically. Like the government shouldn't be hurting anybody. The, politicians shouldn't make decisions that are hurting people. They should be,
And you wrote that way back before now.
Some of the other songs, yeah. So I wrote them in college, when I was in college, and I thought, oh my goodness. And then I looked through the book and I thought, wow, a lot of these are on CDs. So, in that book are a lot of them, but there are some that are not. So I'm thinking, could I put them on my future CDs? Yes, maybe. And then I have, some stray songs that I didn't put anywhere yet, and now I'm like moving forward. So
Awesome.
yeah.
So Terry, you're probably one of the busiest people I know. Second only, well, maybe even busier than I am right now. But out of all the things you perform with a group called the Birdwatchers, you perform solo, you perform with several other different people in different variations of things. You run open mics and everything else that you do. Of all those things that you do,
alive.
all those things that you do, what is your favorite thing out of all those things?
I honestly think that performing, honestly, is the thing that I love the most. And that's why, I try to keep everything in its lane, because what I realize is that I'm not performing, and if I'm not out in the world and performing my songs, then I'm not doing what I should be doing in my own head as a musician. I consider myself, quote, a full-time musician, and a full-time musician plays music. And so for me to be able to be noticed, my music to be noticed, yeah, I can promote it and I can put it in places, and I'm trying to sync it to, TV commercials or, something,
Right.
TV
and
shows
then you have those
stuff.
friends that will put you on TV and on the radio.
Thank you, yay. Yeah, of course, thank you. But the idea is that I want to promote what I've made so far and have it out in the world.
Yep.
And I'm very lucky because, like I said, a lot of people look out for me and give me those opportunities, which is amazing to me, and I feel very grateful.
So I love the fact that I was the first person to put you on the radio,
That's
and I was
true.
the first person to put you on TV.
Yep.
But now everybody wants you.
Oh.
And I think that that's amazing, and I think it's wonderful. And I think the fact that you do these song switch things, and other people are singing and playing your songs.
And each other's songs.
Yeah.
With the song exchange,
How
I
cool
love
is that?
That is
How cool
It is
is
one of the
that?
coolest things we do, actually.
Yeah,
I
song
mean,
exchanges.
Yep, and I feel good about that, which is, people learning each other's original songs and
Right.
performing it on a certain day. And that's, I will do that every year.
It's a really fun
phenomenal.
event.
It's actually terrifying at the same time as it's wonderful, because what you're doing is people will say to me, oh my God, Terry, you are the most nervous you've ever been. And I'm like, yes, because that person is sitting literally in the row.
And that person, I'm doing that person's
Yes,
song.
and I'm not doing it the way they did it, and I can't sometimes do it the way they do it. I'm interpreting it the way I can do it.
Right.
And everybody's doing that same thing, and you just feel so much pressure to do a good job for that
Absolutely.
person. So I love it, but it's terrifying, and so that's the other part of it. And then I really do like Terith, which was
Terith is our-
Wicketh,
yeah.
but now it's Terith. Which
It's
is
our music.
yeah.
It's our music fair that opens with only women front people. Sometimes there's a couple of guys on stage if they're in the background of the band, but it's all women musicians, and it's just an amazing
I love
thing.
everything
It's
about
coming
it.
up
It's
on
an
6
empowering.
years.
This is going to be the 7th. The next one is the 7th.
The next one will be in July. the 7th one.
In 2027,
And we're really
yeah.
excited about it. So we'll let you know about
Yeah,
that
yeah.
when that's going to get going. And we're going to bump it up a little bit.
Yep, and it changes who performs sometimes. It's not that I always invite the old, the people back that
Right.
have done it in the past. But some people can, depending on the date or not the date,
Right.
And it's just a lovely, lovely event. And I feel like the women get to collaborate with each other. They get to know each other. They
Yep.
get to talk about places they've played.
Yep.
They get to, connect with each other and support each other.
Yep.
And I just think it's like the best event to
And
have all
she
of you.
allows me to come in and help, and yay. So we're going to close the show a little differently than we usually do. Terry has taken her song, One Person Can Change the World, which was the song that I heard her sing in my radio, in WCNI, the first time she ever came on. And I was like, that song is going to be something. And it really has turned into something. Every time she plays out, people know it, and everybody sings with her, and it's a song. It's a great song.
Thank you.
But the first time she did it, it very much was about moms and grandmas and Rosa Parks and one person, right? She's changed it, put in this didgeridoo thing, and has, what's her name that sings with you?
Nikita Waller.
Nikita Waller is singing backup and singing.
Ken McManus also.
And
is
Ken
singing.
McManus is in it, and oh my goodness. So we're gonna let that play for you to take you out. So until next week, everybody, please enjoy the song. Please listen to it and enjoy it and take it to heart, because you can change the world one person at a time. Have a great, great, great week.
Thank you so much for having me. So much.
I love you.
Not sure why some people say one person cannot change the world. It's happened time and time again. Look at the past, my friend. One person changed the buses. One person walked on the moon. One person made your house a home. One person dried your tears. One person calmed your fears. One person believed in what you do. Be that person for one person, and the world will change for you. Be that person for one person, and the world will change for you. We all have the world in our hands. It's what we're meant to do. When you see the problems of our times, that's a sign for you to choose. One person changed the buses. One person walked on the moon. One person made your house a home. One person dried your tears. One person calmed your fears. One person believed in what you do. Be that